about it, as we decommission what has been one of the City of Orlando's historic landmarks, we're making way for what will be a brand new grand landmark right here in the heart of the City of Orlando. And as we do the demolition, I was thinking about it, it's the second coolest demolition that we've ever done in the City of Orlando. And Mayor Frederick is here with us today, who takes responsibility for the coolest demolition, which was the demolition of Old City Hall, which was actually blown up and was in the opening scene of Lethal Weapon 2, and he got a cameo in that. So I don't know if I can get a cameo out of this one or not, Jim. We'll have to work on that. I want to acknowledge that we have three of our city commissioners here with us today. Commissioner Student Center, we've had over 30% women and minority participation, and that's the same type of goals that we're going to have here, local participation. So it's an economic incentive, economic catalyst, as well as a foundation for our arts community here in Central Florida. Now, this building and this moment would not be happening but for the outstanding leadership of the group that we put together to guide the way. And that group is led by a good friend of mine, Jim Hughes. And Jim has been a supporter of mine since almost since I was a baby, but at least since I first ran for public office. And he has never, ever,
not only the downtown area, the surrounding community. There have been some very memorable fires over that period of time. In the 60s, we had the Hillcrest Elementary School fire, which totally devastated or had to be rebuilt. The Angeville Hotel fire. The Southeast Steel fire. And of course, the Howard Johnson fire, where we nearly lost 3 of our firefighters. And in the early 70s, we had a devastating fire right next to our new fire station on Central, where it's now Embers, where we had a significant fire and a building collapse and lost one of our assistant chiefs, Calvin Bookhart. We've had a few more over the years. The Bryant Hotel in the early 90s, the Quiznos fire, we called it Quiznos fire on Pine and Orange Avenue, where we lost a historic building just a few years ago. However, there were thousands of calls that never made the headlines, but were more important to the ones who actually dialed 911 for help. Thousands of calls for loved ones who were having heart attacks or shortness of breath. Hundreds of calls from parents whose children had significant traumatic injuries. Calls for crashes, diabetic emergencies, and many, many more. Calls from residents who didn't know what was wrong, but knew if they called the Orlando Fire Department, we would come quickly and figure it out. Mayor, it is a sad day for all the firefighters who have served here over the last 50 years. As I'm sure it was a sad day in 1960 when after 40 years they took down the previous fire station number 1. But having said that, we are extremely grateful to you, the City Council, for providing us with a state-of-the-art, LEED certified green new fire station number 1 and administrative headquarters located at 78 West Central Boulevard.
Okay, let's have a countdown. Everybody, where